You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
The space saga Star Wars was launched back in 1977. What happened to the actors of the very first film over the years, and how they have changed? All of this you will learn from this video. Luke Skywalker. Hundreds of actors auditioned for the role of Luke, but George Lucas settled on Mark Hamill, whose youthful and very bright face was perfect for the main protagonist. Mark celebrated his 25th birthday on the set, and after Star Wars, he found himself as a voice actor and did not stop working in the theater. This year he turned 71, and despite his fruitful creative activity, he spends a lot of time with his family, draws, and attends conventions of comic book fans. Han Solo. Many young stars of the 70s auditioned for this role, from Kurt Russell to Sylvester Stallone, but the role of Han Solo eventually went to 34-year-old Harrison Ford. He had previously worked with Lucas, but until recently, he considered Star Wars a strange film with difficult-to-pronounce dialogues. Since then, Ford has become one of the greatest movie stars of all time. He is 80 years old, and life is still in full swing. Harrison appears in films and performs stunts in the 5th part of Indiana Jones. Leia Organa. The main Hollywood starlets of that time who auditioned for this role were surpassed by Carrie Fisher. At the time of the start of filming, she was not even 20 years old, and Star Wars brought the actress worldwide success. After that, Carrie worked on television, acted a lot in films, and wrote several books. On December 27, 2016, at the age of 60, she passed away after a heart attack. Obi-Wan Kenobi. George Lucas didn't want to cast celebrities in the film, but still invited Oscar-winning 62-year-old Alec Guinness to play the role of a wise mentor. Star Wars enriched the actor, but he desperately did not like the film itself. Guinness said he cringed every time the franchise was mentioned in front of him. The actor died at the age of 86 from cancer in 2000. Wilhuff Tarkin. 63-year-old Peter Cushing was originally planned for the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he was more suited for Tarkin. Before Star Wars, the actor had many roles on the stage and the screen, and after, he wrote 2 autobiographies and continued to act until his old age. When he was 81 years old in 1994, Cushing died of prostate cancer. C-3PO. The protocol droid was played by Anthony Daniels, who was 30 years old at the time. He became the only actor who participated in all the films of the franchise, canonical animation projects, as well as in many spin-offs. Now the actor is 76 years old, and in addition to Star Wars, he voiced Legolas in the animated version of The Lord of the Rings and many other cartoons. R2-D2. Kenny Baker, who was 42 years old, turned out to be small enough to fit into an astromech droid suit and strong enough to control it. After Star Wars, he starred in many films, such as Labyrinth and Elephant Man. He died in his sleep at the age of 81, and before that, he had suffered from serious respiratory diseases for many years. Chewbacca. This character was played by 32-year-old Peter Mayhew. The story goes that Peter was working as an orderly at the hospital when he met Lucas, who immediately approved him for the role because of his giant height, 7 foot 3 inches. With age, his height caused health problems, but Peter continued to appear on the screen occasionally and had his own business. He died at the age of 74 in 2019 at his home in Texas. Darth Vader. On the screen in the image of Darth Vader was a 41-year-old English actor, bodybuilder, and weightlifter, David Prose. After Star Wars, he only appeared occasionally on British television, and in November 2020, he died at the age of 85. The voice of the character was given to him by 45-year-old James Earl Jones. As a child, he suffered from stuttering so much that he was almost mute for 8 years. With the help of acting lessons, James overcame it, and since then he has built a successful career, including voice acting. For example, Mufasa speaks in his voice in The Lion King. Jones is now 91 years old, and recently one of the theaters on Broadway was renamed in his honor. Share your favorite Star Wars character in the comments, and may the Force be with you. If you like the video, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything interesting.